Okay, we are back. I'm David, as joined with me always, Mark. Mark, the Destination Arete Disney Song Bracket Challenge 2021 for The Cure. It's done. It's over with. It was a big, long journey. How did you feel about the final outcome and everything that happened? Did you predict it?
I personally felt great about it. I felt great about it. You don't know why?
I don't
Because
want
for all the heat that my bracket took, you had more in the Sweet 16 than I did. You guessed more right, all that. Well, guess who predicted the championship game? I did.
Did you
I
predict the winner?
predicted I predicted Taylor's Oldest Time versus Make a Man Out of You. Guess who also predicted who that Make a Man Out of You would win? That would be me as well. So all
So do
I'm
I owe
saying,
you lunch? Is that what they're saying?
okay, so the original deal that David and I had was that if I got a certain number right, he would buy me dinner. Like I could name anywhere. So I think that because I predicted the championship game, maybe like lunch, because lunch menus are cheaper.
Yeah.
You can name the place, not
Okay,
me.
good.
Like I feel like I should not lord this over your head and be like, you have to take me to, somewhere super nice. But if we wanted to go to somewhere nice in Greenville, like we could,
We're just gonna get pizza. We're gonna do that pizza place.
but I want to go to that pizza place, so I'm fine.
But I'm paying for you, so
That's
don't
super
complain.
nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because you predicted that I'll Make a Man Out of You would be Taylor's Oldest Time. Mark, something interesting that we didn't
Out of
talk
64
about.
songs.
Out of 64, you had the final two and the winner. So I owe you pizza, 2 pizza slices the size of your face. So that we'll do that. But the thing that struck out to me was in the final four, none of them were main character songs. Like,
Explain.
So Tales Old of Time is sung by Mrs. Potts about the main
Oh.
characters, but it's also kind of about the theme of the story. Circle of Life is sung by an ensemble, and it's not really about even Simba or Mufasa or Jafar or whoever is in Lion King. Be Our Guest is sung by Lumiere, and it is sung to a main character, but it's not a main character song. And I'll Make a Man Out of You is Li Shang singing about an entire ensemble of characters that Mulan happens to be in. The last remaining main character song in the bracket is, I mean, How Far I Go and Let It Go lost in the Sweet 16. Belle lost in the Sweet 16. I See the Light lost in the Sweet 16. A Whole New World lost in the Sweet 16. So all I'm saying is it was very interesting to me that title characters did not make it to the Final Four or the national championship or win. And so I didn't know if you had any thoughts about that or anything that stood out to you.
It's interesting. It has the idea of like that mass appeal, that more, because first of all, Tale as Old as Time has a life, I feel like, outside of the movie. Like for some reason that transcends, and you can start singing that and people will just know what it is, and then Make a Man Out of You, I think, is just so catchy. Like it's so catchy, and not just like the chorus, just that one line, to be a man, like, but there's the whole chorus, and then there's like all the individual characters sing about their individual struggles, like, boy was I a fool in school for skipping gym, those lines, even those, like, I remember, so I don't know, I think that the winners deserve to be the winners, but I think that something like Let It Go or How Far I'll Go or something like that, it does take a little bit more than just star power to make, a great classic Disney song.
Yeah. Well, that's something that we should have realized is I'll Make a Man Out of You is, there's 5 songs. Like I ordered it by how many votes it got in a single round.
Okay.
So like the most votes it ever got in the single round. I'll Make a Man Out of You is 3 out of the top 5.
Oh.
Like it almost got 200 votes, but that wasn't even the championship round. So, but it also got the most votes out of any song in the bracket by 220 votes. So it was by far the most popular song. Does that make sense?
You're saying 220 votes is the
so
margin
it had
between...
970 votes total, and Beauty and the Beast had 791, or I guess 180 votes. So like, and it's an entire round ahead of Beauty and the Beast.
Wow.
And Beauty and the Beast is 130 ahead of Be Our Guest. So like there really was a separation between 1 and 2 and between 2 and 3 and 4,
Huh.
which is kind of funny to me. I don't know what that says, but it was also just amazing that 3 out of the top 5 were "I'll Make a Man Out of You" every like in the individual rounds.
Yeah.
So in fact, it was "I See the Light" was the last song, the first song to like have more votes than other songs who have won before it and lose. So it had
Mm.
131
Okay.
votes and lost. And there were other songs that won with fewer votes. Like the lowest song that won with votes was "You're Welcome" one with only like 80 some votes.
And it was
Back
up
in
against.
It was back in the very first round. I don't remember. I think "You're
Okay.
Welcome" played "Best of Friends." When you're the best of
Oh,
friends.
so
That's the
and
song that it
yeah,
beat.
so neither of those were very
Right.
popular.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, anyways, I will be, or there'll be a link to an article in the comments. I'll be kind of breaking down all of this for people who like numbers and that sort of thing. And then we've also released a special Vault edition video from 12 years ago when I was just a freshman and Mark was just fresh out of wherever he had come from. And you can watch that on YouTube if you have the link. It's not a public video, but if you have a link, you can watch it. So it's a unlisted video, but you'll enjoy that. If you like "I'll Make a Man Out of You" and you like lip syncing, you probably will enjoy that video.
And if you like Legos, because David
Yes.
is the Lego in that video.
Yeah, it does.
And if you're not already curious, let me pique your curiosity.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen that yet, I'll link that in the comments as well. So thank you to everyone. Mark, we had 12,800 votes
Wow.
over, I think, 10 days. So 10 days of voting. So over 1,000 votes a day, pretty much,
Wow.
is what our average was. And the final round, both songs had, I think, almost 150 votes, which means we had almost 500 votes on the final day. So that is awesome. We've already been asking people what they want to see next year. We've got some great ideas, which can be year 5 of the bracket, which is insane. We're definitely going to get you guys the bracket ahead of time so you can predict it and can't compete with your friends and see, well, maybe we'll give a prize to, maybe I'll buy pizza for someone else who predicts the championship game. Who knows? Because I don't think you could do it 2 years in a row. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, now it's on. Now it's on.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I have to say. So, Mark, any final thoughts here before we put the cap on the 2021 Destination Arete Disney Song Bracket Challenge for the Cure?
No, seriously, thank you guys so much, especially if you're watching this. Thank you so much for the lengths that you have gone to support David and I. And thanks for your love of cool brackets that have to do with media and entertainment and things. That's super cool. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and for voting and supporting. I got to post a little bit on my Instagram, like when one of my songs was in trouble, and you guys were very, very kind to come to my aid. So even if it didn't win, it's okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Winnie the Pooh, but you're still my favorite in the end.
Well, I want to shout out a couple people. Mary would send us a message every round and just say, "Go Circle of Life." And then
Yes.
she was very upset when Circle of Life didn't win.
She was
she was very sad. She thought it was rigged. I want to shout out Adam. Adam is a Bible teacher in Indiana, and he actually printed the bracket out and had his students predict the Sweet 16. And he did have a student that picked "I'll Make a Man Out of You" to win it all. So I do not owe him pizza because we did not agree on that beforehand. And then, as always, just thanks to Bethany and Jenneth and Ivan and Mark and Tabitha, all sharing it on their stories and spreading the word and letting people know that we were having the bracket and we had votes. So we will be back next year with another bracket challenge. Let us know in the comments if you have an idea for the theme, if you've got something you really want to see, a competition between 64 of these items. Let us know, and we will see you guys next time.